All right, Ralph here. Boricua, since it's Friday, it's about 10 till 7 in the evening. And I want to talk to you guys about some of the fragrances that I wore this week, which are two of these are brand new. Not only brand new to the collection, but they're actually new releases by our friends at Stallion 53 slash EMPER. I also want to talk about a lot of these folks talking saying, "Oh, LATTAFA didn't put anything out this year," and blah 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 blah. And I believe they just came up with one that it was hyped big time on TikTok, and all of a sudden now everybody's saying like, "Well, it's really not that good." So stay tuned. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, so when I put a video, you will be the first to know. Now, I want to talk about I'm going to start with the LATTAFAs that I want to talk about, because last week I mentioned a few. Mishla, that one came out this year, which is Le Fantastique. They put out the much hyped Hamra Waha, which a lot of people, which was hyped unbelievably, and then everybody just started hating on it. And frankly, I like it. I like it because a lot of people were expecting something and they got something different. And well, sorry for your bad luck. I think it's actually pretty good. And if you guys want to talk about it, drop a line, drop a comment, and we'll talk about it because well, here's the box. We can talk about it in detail. Now, this first one I want to talk about. This one came out early, 2026. This one kind of came out under the radar. Then slowly people started talking about. This is Raed Intensely. And I'm sorry, but honest to goodness, I think I was one of the first to talk about this. Why? Because I have all the other Raed fragrances in my collection. And again, if you want to talk about them, let me know, because I got all of them and they're all fantastic. These just dropped all of a sudden. We're like, what the hell is that? Oh my goodness, I must do some research. You couldn't find anything. Well, I decided to pull the trigger, and this is the first one that I got. Now, this one, not only does this smell killer, but this is a killer take on that Prada paradigm that came out. That Hatlech was, they did one called, what is it? Here we go. Intoxicate Mystique, I believe that's the name of it. They were hyping that thing on TikTok, and they were hyping it so much. I never pulled the trigger on it simply because it was always like ridiculously overpriced for what it was. So I decided not to pull the trigger. And then next thing you know, just like a lot of these things, after the hype dies, then everybody starts saying, "Oh, it doesn't last. Oh, it this. Oh, it's that." So I'm just like, I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger. I should just buy it just because these people, a lot of people are just full of it, and I might as well buy it. But I'll probably not, because this one delivers the goods. So let's see if we can talk about some notes here, if you're not familiar with this and if you don't have it. Okay, with this, you're going to get grapefruit, yuzu, bergamot, middle notes, black pepper, and ambergris, base notes, sandalwood, musk, and ambroxan. Now, this thing will work year-round. However, I'm going to take that back a notch. I can't say that I wore this thing in dead winter. That's right at the get-go. But this scent profile would work in the winter. Is it going to last through a winter windstorm? Probably not. But if you're in an indoor, let's say office setting, let's say, for example, an office party, for Christmas, I don't know, just thinking, this would work. This thing smells really, really good. I've never smelled a Hatlech, but based on the negativity, the way they hyped it, it's probably from what I've seen, it's probably not that good. This one, it's almost like they put it out and they were like, shit, we know we got a winner. We're just going to put it out and let the chips fall. And this is fantastic. Raed intensely. Okay, so the next one that came out in the collection is Raed Absolu. Interesting thing with this one. Some of these influencers started saying that this was heavy floral, very feminine, all this, that, and the other. This was before I got my bottle. Initially I was like, oh man, shoot, okay, well, damn, maybe I need to stop and not get it. But then again, like we always do, I'm like, you know what? No, I got all of them. They're all killer. Let's pull the trigger. Well, lo and behold, when I got this, because what I typically do is like I get a fragrance, I give it a couple of sprays, do this, and I put away. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but the reason why I do that is because I like to let these things mature. Because many times I've bought these things, and we're going to talk about one in particular that happened to me. But let's go back to this thing. After a week or so, I smelled them, and I'm like, wait a minute, this smells very familiar. What the hell is this? And I started looking, and I'm like, holy shit, this is Polo 67. And yes, I have a bottle of Polo 67. Does it smell amazing? Does it smell killer? Yes. Do I wear it? No. Why? Because it falls under the you wear it, and unless you're carrying a bottle with you, bathing on it, you're gonna get maybe 3.5 hours. So that's why it smells beautiful, but it just doesn't last for shit. This one, however, which by the way, where's the little hanging thing? This fell off when I sprayed it last time. Oh well. This one smells killer. This one definitely outperforms Polo 67 by a long shot. I don't care what anybody says. This thing is awesome. Some of these notes are apple, mandarin, orange, jasmine, yin yang, musk, vanilla, and oak moss. I don't smell anything here that tells me this is feminine. Sure, a female could wear this, but you're gonna smell like a guy. Just throwing that out there. It smells fantastic. No florals, no feminine, just a killer take on Polo 67. If you like that one, it's just awesome. So I would recommend you pick these two up. You can get them like uber cheap right now at Amazon or whatever you use. This one right now is 22 bucks. The other ones I think is the same. These came out this year. These are killer LATTAFAs that really not a lot of people are talking about. Raed Absolu. Okay, now let's talk about some new ones, shall we? EMPER has been around obviously for a hot minute. I have a bunch of EMPERs. That's another one that if you want to talk about them, we will. Okay, so we are going to talk about these new ones, but first, I want to kind of talk about what it's almost like this. From what I saw, started this almost new wave of fragrances by EMPER from Stallion 53, which that was a fragrance they did, which is Le Fantastique. Well, then it's almost like a sub brand or something. I don't know what they did, but nonetheless, so they started putting ones out called Stallion 53, whatever. So this one is by Stallion 53. This one is Blue Stallion. A lot of stallions going on there, a lot of stallion. This is the interesting thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Now, when I first got this, I can't remember if I did some silly unboxing or a first impressions. I can't remember what I did, but which was stupid. That's why I don't do those anymore. Because, when I see folks doing, oh, we're going to do a huge unboxing or first impressions of this. They're rushing to put the video out of the newest stuff, before anybody else. I'm not doing that anymore. I got stuff that I haven't talked about that's been out now because I like to let them mature and I can give you guys an honest opinion. Okay. So learn my lesson. So this one, I talked about it. I'm like, oh, this smells fresh. Oh, this smells like Stalin 53, but a little aquatic. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I was wrong. Way wrong. Somebody that commented on my video said, dude, I hear that's an inspo of Blue Talisman. And I'm like, oh, of course not. No way. They are wrong and I am right. Yeah, I was wrong and they were completely correct because I spread it. I put this thing away and I let it sit for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, whatever. And when I applied it, I'm like, oh, this smells awesome. This smells this smells like Blue Talisman. I was kind of like, oh my. So, comparing to the Blue Talisman's inspos in my collection, I got Art of Universe and Turaki Electric. Both are killer. This one literally falls in the middle. Turaki Electric is fresher, it's lighter, it smells beautiful. It doesn't last a long time. I'm sure you guys can agree on that. Then you got this one, which is stronger, a little bolder. I just did a spray here, but I'm gonna do another one because this smells fantastic. This is more masculine because you know that DNA is very unisex. This is more masculine. Way outperforms Turaki Electric. And then you got Art of Universe, which Art of Universe is unbelievable. It's extremely powerful, very projecting, very sweet. I love that scent. And I'm not gonna lie, I have not worn it this year because it's so sweet and it's been so hot. It's almost like we didn't have a spring. It just went directly to hot as hell. It went from like 50 to 97, overnight. So that one, as much as I love it, I didn't wear it. So hopefully, I'm gonna wear it when it starts, not being as hot, because today the high was supposed to be like 83. No, it got to like 94. Yeah, and humid and disgusting. So nonetheless, this is really good. If you like that DNA, I know that there's one running around by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. They're saying it's the best thing in the world, just like all the others. I'm not even gonna fool with it because I already got enough Blue Talisman. But this is awesome. Yeah, Blue Stallion. So one day, a buddy of mine sent me a link, and he was like, "Dude, have you seen this?" And I remember I was like, "Oh, seen what?" And I pulled the link, and I was kind of like, "Whoa, wait a minute." Turns out that EMPER put two flankers to the Stallion 53, and come to find out they got others, but I'm still kind of looking. But nonetheless, these are the two that they were really hyping. I pulled them up, and they were not priced ridiculously like a lot of these things running around. This one is called Skydrift. Now the interesting thing with this one, I only had it for about a week before I wore it. So is this thing a monster? No, I'm not gonna lie to you and give you some BS. This thing gave me 6 hours. Heavy projection in the first couple of hours, first 2 hours. And then by the 6th hour, it was a skin scent, but it was very pleasant. So when I came home for lunch, I reapplied on the neck. That was it. I didn't spray on my arms or my sleeve again. I just did the neck and I walked out the door. It got me through the shift, no problems. When I got home, I got on the treadmill, I sweated, and all I could smell was this. When I got done, I think I ate something, and then I got in the shower, and it's like, bam, and I'm like, holy crap. So I'm wondering if I went nose blind. I don't know, but this did not let me down. The answer that you're wondering if you're watching this is a inspo of Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. I've smelled Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana a long time ago. Does it smell good? Absolutely. Did I remember what I sprayed 5 minutes after that? Probably not, because it just doesn't last for shit. This one does last. This one is stronger. It's a little more synthetic because it's stronger. It's got a more peppery aroma. Pressurized atomizer, killer bottle. I don't know if you can tell, it's like a textured bottle. Reminds me of the 9 p.m. night out texture, but obviously this is clear. So this is really cool. Bottle's really nice. These packages, and I think I have a box. I don't know where it's at. I know I got a box here somewhere. Yeah, I got one in there, but it's not for this one. Oh, here we go. So they come in cardboard like this. And I think I've talked about this already, but nonetheless. And it comes with a 20 millimeter travel sprayer or bottle. So you get 80, I'm sorry, your standard 100 ml plus 20. So it's really a good deal, and you're paying the high 30s. So yeah, Skydrift stuff. So the next one that they came out with, or the other one that they came out with, is called the Night. Now this is an inspo of Versace Eros. Okay, is it late to the party? Yeah, not gonna lie. But this, to me, to this thing right here, this is more lemon. It almost smells like lavender. It's got a lavender thing going on. Minty. Killer. Outperforms Versace Eros. Why? Because I have a lot of Versace Eros. This outperforms it. This is awesome. Same, comes to that type of box with a 20 ml sprayer or travel bottle, if you want to call it that. This is good, guys. And I believe they got 3 out now. One I already know that I'm not gonna consider because it's a mango one, and I got enough mango ones. And the other 2 I haven't even had a chance to really look at, but that's neither here nor there. Good stuff, guys. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do me a solid and subscribe so we can keep this community growing. We've gone past 1,200 subscribers, and you have no idea how awesome that is. And I love when people ask me stuff, suggest stuff, ask me, hey, should I get this or should I get that? And if I know, I'll tell you. But if I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to you and teach you some line of bullshit. I'll tell you, I don't have it, dude. Sorry. But I want to talk about the one that I wore today. Now, today, here in Georgia, as it's been here lately, the humidity was at like 8 million percentile. It was damp, muggy. This morning was rainy. It was warm. It's almost like I took my knife out of my vest and you can cut the air. It was one of those that is suffocating. So, like last week, if you watch my videos, I went with a Pacific Chill inspo. What was it? Rayhan Pacific Aura. Because of that mint. I wanted something that was going to cut through that freaking wall of muggy. So, and it was so bad. I'm like, oh my! I stepped out of my house. I was going, So, I went with this one. Here's another one that was a hype train from hell. And then, of course, everybody started saying, oh, well, I'm here to tell you that everybody is whining about this, saying, oh, this smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. You're so full of shit. Because I'm Puerto Rican and we grew up with that shit. And if Vicks Vapor Rub smells like this, I would be wearing that crap all over the place. This is by Riffs. This is Freeze. Guys, this thing, let me tell you. This thing is badass, okay? This is one of the rare occasions that it's an X straight, but they get it right. Meaning, if you've been around or whatever, we can agree that a lot of these houses, they're hee-hawing about the oil concentration and it's an extra, it's an extra. 9 out of 10, or well, let's keep it real. 8 out of 10, 8 out of 5 out of 10, 8.5. I mean, yeah, you got this high oil concentration. You're walking around, man, you're shining like a diamond, and you got this great, fantastic skin scent. Nobody knows what you're wearing because it doesn't project. That's the problem with a lot of these X-straits. This one and a handful of others that I have in my collection get it right. It's an X-straight that lasts and it projects, and yeah, come on. Like I said, this is one of them. I could smell this thing all friggin' day up until when I got on the treadmill. It had been already 12 hours. I could still smell it. it's gone now. Because all I can smell is these that I sprayed. But this is awesome. That spearmint, it's it's minty, it's aquatic. If you don't have this, I would highly recommend you pick you up a bottle and rock this thing. The next, wherever you live, the next couple of months. Um, for a day like today, this was perfect. The mint on this was just uplifting. It was clean, fresh, but powerful. Easy on the trigger if you're gonna be in an indoor setting, guys. Easy on the trigger. This thing is monstrous. I've seen people, or I've seen videos of people say, "Oh man, this is great. I got 4 hours." I'm like, 4 hours? What are you doing? You spray on the wrist and do this number, and you do the spray in the air and just kind of walk by it? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I did my standard number of sprays because, as you know, I'm not in an indoor setting. But I sprayed like always, and man, this thing was a projecting monster. In a patrol car, and every time I get in and out of the car, I could just smell it, getting wafts of this thing. I'm driving and I turn my head, wham! This is killer, guys. What else can I say? Riffs, freeze. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I hope you got something out of it. Please comment. Give me some of your thoughts and your ideas about these fragrances that we talked about. We covered 2 brand new releases, 1 that's fairly new, 2 that were released early this year, and but nobody talks about. I'm not even sure when Rift Freeze came out. Last year, maybe beginning of this year. I have no idea, but I've had it for a minute and it smells fantastic. So. All right, guys. Till next time. Later.